watching. How do I have one person watching already when I didn't even start yet? Look at my hair. I didn't get to color my grays for the conference. Can you guys hear me? I can't really hear me. I think this is... Ooh. That might be why I can't hear me. All right, so... Hello. My name is Holly Baglio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, broadcasting to you live from Holly Television Studios, right here in my beautiful garden home state of New Jersey, USA. I want my HTV. Yes, my hair and makeup is not done. I look like I just rolled out of bed. And even worse than that, this morning I was volunteering at the firehouse and so this morning I was volunteering, and of course in walks this, like, probably the hottest guy of the town. And yours truly is looking bad, no makeup, looking like, well, I mean, I took a shower and all, but I had my hair tied back. I'm not exactly looking stunning right now, is what I'm getting at. Um, and so... Anyway, I don't know. I think I probably scared him off because I wouldn't hang out the other night. I don't know. Rosalind, I'm so happy to see you. Very happy to see you. Well, anyway, this nice person, I got to tell you how my day went, because this man, like, was really cool. Griffin, I was thinking about you, Brian Griffin. How are you? And I see you. Well, I mean, to my defense, I did have a shower and brush my hair. I just didn't do anything with myself. And I was cooking, so I have to wear my hair back and stuff like that. And anyway, so I'm going out to Ohio to Russ Dizdar training event, Expelling the Darkness. It's April 23rd and 24th in St. Louisville, Ohio. I will be staying in Newark, Ohio. I have some things up my sleeve for you guys. I'm going to be doing some live broadcasts, whether I try to do it on YouTube. If it doesn't fly, I'll do it on Facebook live. So if you guys have Facebook, if you don't get it, because I'll do live streams while I'm there at the training event with Russ Dizdar speaking. Thomas Dunn is going to be speaking. Coach Dave Daubenmire is going to be there. So they gave me liberties. And I want to really help, roll up my sleeves, be on the front lines, and do what I can do in these last days and end times. I hope I'm speaking right into the mic. I still got to get used to this whole rig. Hey, Hachi, it's good to see you. I don't know what to say. I'm getting all flustered. All right, so we're going to call him this really hot man. He's on the other end of my phone, and I don't know what to say. I'm getting all, like, flustered. I don't know what to say back. So anyway, Enterprise calls me today and says, hey, Dawn, I love you, sweetheart. I got you something. I'm going to show. It's not much of anything, but when I go to the store and I see something stand out, I'm starting to do what you did for me for Christmas. But I found these things. I want to show you, Dawn, because I love you so much. I'm a big one making notes and stuff. So they got these. It's not a big deal. It was just something little. I don't have it. Yeah, I do. Right here. CH. I'm going to ask the Fall Brothers to be guests on FringeRadioNetwork.com. Luker, I was going to give you a call tonight. Luker, FringeRadioNetwork.com. Johnny hooked me up. He's like, Holly, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and I'm going to bank on you. More than that, you know what he said to me? My favorite superhero? He said, Holly, I believe in you. This network believes in you. Now go get him. And I tell you, Luker, I haven't felt like that since Grandma was alive. I mean, Dawn says beautiful things like that to me, and Roslyn and Hachi and Brian, it's great to have you back. But anyway, Dawn, so like the letter H, it was like Proverbs. Kind words are like honey. Yeah, it's to remind me to stop using vinegar. And Dawn, you know me well enough that, and long enough, that I tend to use vinegar and then wonder why it doesn't work. Anyway, D for my darling, dearest Dawn. And by his wounds we are healed. Isaiah. I can't see the little numbers, I'm sorry. So, anyway, Enterprise tells me, oh, well, you need, a copy of your last insurance bill, make sure it's paid up. And of course, mine says past due a balance, and I know that they got the money. I sent them a money order last month. I send my bills money order. So, they wanted the electric bill. Now, I have an issue with my addresses, okay? I kind of have like 4 addresses. So, like, if you look at my license, it's different from my registration. That's different from my bills. So, like, if you're trying to track me and find out where I live via any of the above, you're not going to find me. Bob, hello. How are you? So, part of that is because the trolls and because they screw with my disability and they literally call up disability and try to get me kicked off. So they don't know where I live. They can't screw with me like that. Secondly, and they have done it before. Anyway, what a fiasco. And then he's on the phone. He goes, but you're going to need $300 for a deposit because you're paying by a debit card. Ah! You got to be shitting me, man. So anyway, I'm thinking of what I can do, I called him back with a question. He goes, you know what? You could probably change your driver's license address online. So I hop online and I do this. I'm happy to be seen live. I was in jail, YouTube jail twice. One time for a week. I got out for 2 days and went right back in for 2 weeks. Hey, Nikki, I love you. So, I take Keeper where she's got to go. I take my fur babies where they got to go. And I come back home, change my address online, show up at my neighbor takes me to Enterprise. Oh, this is why I ran this. Guy, Rin Tintin, I'm so glad you're here. You reminded me. I want to tell you guys about my dreams. I'm not psychic, but Yudhe Vave gives me dreams and visions. And that's why I wanted to run this video, because I'm going to take you guys with me to this training. So between YouTube, Facebook, and the pictures, I'm going to bring you with me. And I do have permissions to run live when certain people speak. I don't have Tom Dunn's permission, but I have other people's permission. So I also am planning a field trip while I'm out there in Ohio to run live. Paula, I love you. I love you so much. You guys, I'm so glad you're here. But I wanted to take you with me on the trip, and I wanted to run this video because I'm packing tonight, And in 1 hour, I need to lay down to go to sleep because I got to be up at 1 a.m. and on the road. I'm not traveling alone. And I am going to pick up my co hostess that is on fringeradionetwork.com with me, Stephanie. And her and I actually have work to do. So for the 2.5 hours that her and I are traveling to the conference together, we're going to actually be working. So, and we're actually bunking together too. It's just going to make things easier. Stalker Steve, honey, I got to get you your video. I didn't get you your video. Hang on, you're right here. And then I'm going to tell you guys about the dream, but I'm going to bitch and moan about my day first. Oh, I didn't write down my covenant. I have to handwrite my covenant to Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh because 7 years ago, I verbally gave it to him in private. And this year, I'm going to publicly give it and get... I'm going to renew my covenant with him. I'm going to rededicate by water baptism. And certain people, not everybody, certain people, I'm going to allow them to lay hands on me and bless and baptize me in the Holy Spirit because I do speak in tongues. And this is a very huge conference. Training event, Expelling the Darkness. Steve, let's see if I can't send you this right now, Steve. This video that shut me down the last time. I recorded it through OBS. Where is it? Camera. It's not under pictures. It's not. Camera roll. There we go. And did I put it under Nick Stinson? I'm having an issue. Where the hell did all my videos go? It felt like someone was in this computer. It really felt like someone was in this computer. Are you kidding me? I got you, stalker. I better check my chat room. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me, guys. I knew somebody got inside my computer. Stalker, I know that you called, sweetheart. Hang on, sweetheart. I'm looking for the video and I'm going to find it and I'm going to get it for you. There she is. Got it. The file's too large. It will be sent Google Drive. Okay, so there. Good. Send it. Okay, it's going to send to you Google Drive. I'm back in my chat, Stalker. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm back in my chat. Hey, Lincoln, I love you, sweetheart. I haven't gotten back to you in a while. Lukert, I want to talk to you and spend some time talking with you. It's been a long time. And I keep tabs on you. We used to talk every day until I got this volunteering thing. Okay, so it's just you messing with me. Next time, when I get all of this gear hooked up, Stalker, and you do that, I'm going to answer and put you on live, but I need an iRing. Hey, River, it's great to see you. I love having my main channel back. So tonight, it's 4:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to start packing, and then I have to go to sleep and get on the road. My dream, I had a dream about today, and it just came true. It's coming true. I'm learning the interpretation of dreams and visions that Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh gives to me. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on once. Ooh, shit. Damn it. I hate to say it, but as soon as my boss wants me money for my trip. Damn it. Um, Fall asleep now. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry guys. I don't mean to be rude to you. Okay, I was making plans, making and breaking plans. Sadly breaking. So okay. My dreams and visions come true. I'm still learning interpretation to them. Um this event, Expelling the Darkness, that Russ Dizdar, this very training event. The first thing I want to say is you guys are in my dreams too. Where's my camera? I can't see it. I'm going to point my fingers. You guys are in my dreams. You know what? I'm going to point on my fingers. You guys are all in my dreams. Ha ha. Ha. Ha ha ha. Yes, I only got 3 hours of sleep last night, and that was to ensure that I could go to sleep at 5 p.m. today. So if I'm a little delirious, that's why. Oh man, my dreams are big. Okay, so how often? Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I broadcast Friday and or Saturday evenings at any given time. It depends how I can throw them up. I try to promote, I try to put up like a notice on Gab, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the platforms to let you know when I'm going live. But if you want to find a prior episode, it's a pain in the neck. But you go to Spreaker.com. You go and look under this title, FringeRadioNetwork.com. So you go to Spreaker.com. You look up Fringe Radio Network. You click on the biggest file they have, and then you'll see a list of their broadcasts come up, and you can catch up to ones that I've done prior. So, all right, my dreams. You guys are in them. Uh, um, all right, so what was it? Back in January, I had a dream. It was the beginning of January, and I'm going to tell you the dream. Yude Vav, hey. Whole world to those. Hey, Susan, it's great to see you. How are you? I'm so excited. I went through a fiasco to get the rental car. They quoted me 450 online. I got there and it was 600. Then because I paid with a debit card, they wanted a $300 deposit. I was like, well, there goes rent this month. There goes the whole stimulus check. There goes like everything for a rental car. Um, and then, okay, so in January, hey, did you guys see that movie or that show on YouTube? What is it? Eyes of the Devil, I think. Let me see. I I watched this last night and it helped me to only sleep 3 hours. Oh wait, I want to go to YouTube. You gotta see this. It is sick. I want to get Dark Skywatcher 74 Paul Flores on FringeRadioNetwork.com. I want to run an interview with him. So he can talk about this stuff. It's horrible. Okay. The name of it is Eyes of the Devil, and here's a link. It is about child trafficking, when they use kids for sex and when they use kids for organs, what they do. My altar knows those two words. That you got to watch that video. Um, It is easier, I'll tell you this much. It is easier to sell your baby that you're pregnant with or your born child. It is easier to sell your child or unborn baby than it is to rent a car. That is how bad it is. So, watch that. Watch that. I want you to watch it. You know why? Cuz I did. Worse than that, I lived it. I watched it happen to other kids, and I watched it happen to me and Max. Not to the extent of, shipping us off for organs and stuff, but when those children are used in Pizzagate, like I am a survivor of Pizzagate, I cannot speak for anybody else, but all I can say is I remember Max from the Dumbs and these similar projects, and I have a memory of what the adults did to him and what the adults did to me. And it was no different for him being a little boy than it was for me being a little girl. What they did to us was rape through and through and through. And it hurt Max just as much as it hurt me, what those adults did to us. Now I am kind of putting words in Max's mouth, but I'm pretty sure because of the conversation that him and I had afterwards when we had to get cleaned up, he told me it's no different for me being a boy than it is for you being a girl. Rape is rape. Florin Brune being heavily... I don't know who that is, Susan. Forgive me. Susan, honey, I am terrible with names. It's embarrassing. And today, like, I mixed up my friends Lynn and Christ, that Lynn and Christ, Lynn and Crystal. I mixed them up. Now I'm mixing up Crystal and Christ's name. It's like never ending with me. I blame it on the fibromyalgia, but honestly, Susan, I haven't been able to remember what day of the week it is for like the past 2 weeks. And then I was on the phone with my ministry and an altar came forward and I have missing time. But I think that's a good thing because she obviously feels safe with that ministry or she wouldn't have come forward. And I had no chemicals in me. You guys know I don't drink. Um, so there was no reason for missing time. Yeah. Um, so back in January, I'm going to get back on topic. Just, I want to explain my dreams because I'm so excited. And this has to do with you guys and the trip. Well, because just, I have dreams and people are in them. There's people in them. I might not always see your names and faces, but there's people in them. But back in January, Yud Hey Vav Hey, it was right after New Year's, shortly after New Year's. He gave me a dream, and it was really poignant and profound. It stuck with me. In the dream, I was somewhere, and it was like a big open room, but it looked like it had cubicles and then beds inside each cubicle, so it was kind of sectioned off. Well, all of us were somewhere. A whole big group of us were somewhere doing something. And it was time to go to sleep, so everybody went to their cubicle. Well, me, Keeper, and Sava went into, hey, Uncle Obvious, how are you? I couldn't sleep after watching it either, Rosalind. It had my brain and altars spinning. Um, so in the dream, it's nighttime. Or we were doing something, a group of us, and it was night. It turned to nighttime, and it was time to go to sleep. So everybody went into, the different cubicles where beds were. It was sectioned off. Well, during the course of the night, people kept getting up and coming into my like sectioned off area, cubicle, so to speak, and waking me and Keeper and Sava up and bothering us all through the night. So I got up from my cubicle and my bed, and I walked over to the main ministry. I thought it was like Steve Quayle or Stan Deo in the dream. I'm not quite sure. And I said, listen, everybody keeps bothering me. They won't let me go to sleep. And when I do fall asleep, they keep running over to my bed and waking me up. So the main ministry guy goes, that's it, everybody. Leave Holly alone. Just leave her alone. Go back to your bunks and we'll work all of this out tomorrow morning. Let Holly keep her and save us sleep. So the morning comes and I get up and I walk outside. And outside there's like a big, huge, long dining room table with the tablecloth draped over it. And I see groups of people just scattered around the table sitting and eating breakfast. So I walked past like the grills and the tables of food or whatnot, and I grabbed a couple items and I walked over to the table and I saw Thomas Dunn sitting at the table and I was going to sit down next to him, but I decided to go to the other side and just kind of sit off kind of by myself, not necessarily with anyone. Well, in the dream, Tom Dunn says to me, "Oh, what, Holly? I'm not good enough for you? You won't sit down next to me? I set a place setting for you, and you don't want to sit by me? Fine, be that way." And he gets up and he grabs his plate, and then he grabs the plate setting that he had put there for me, and he walks over to the trash and he throws them both away and he storms off. And my dream ended. And that dream stuck with me and stuck with me and stuck with me. Well, March 13th, I went out to Millersburg, Pennsylvania. Bobby Lee had a huddle, and I went out there. And Coach Dave said, "Hey, Holly, Russ Dizdar told me he doesn't have time to set up a meeting, but if I set up a meeting, I could just say, 'Hey, Russ, we're going to have a conference or a training seminar,' and just tell him when it is, and he'll be there. What do you think? April 23rd, April 24th? I was like, "Oh, absolutely. Can I go?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, I'm putting it together." And I was like, "Well, count me in." And we started talking about finances a little bit. And that was back on March 13th, right? So I had gotten home from that huddle, and a few days passed, and then Coach Dave brings up Expelling the Darkness. He says, "Okay, I put together this training seminar or a training conference. Russ Dizdar and the SIIU team are going to be there, and it'll be April 23rd, 24th in Ohio." And he said, "Listen, for all of you, for you people that are traveling and don't have money to make hotel arrangements, we have an area where 5 people, 5 women, to a room with a bathroom, 5 beds with a bathroom, big area, and I guess a common area. And then, like, there's another section in the building, and it's sectioned off, and it would be like 5 beds for 5 guys in a bathroom, and they could share it. I guess they have halls or something. Wherever this building is, they can section it off and have, the women sleep in the area with the women and the men sleep in the area with the men, and will only be $25 a night, but you're bunking with 5 other people in a common room." And then come to find out, Coach Dave then says, "Oh, yeah, and Thomas Dunn's going to be a speaker. So it'll be both Russ Dizdar and Tom Dunn. And if you need help with lodging arrangements, we have a bunking situation for $25 a night." So that's when Yudhe Vave realized to me that the dream he gave me was actually this training conference, Expelling the Darkness. So before anybody even had an idea, before the idea of even having this came about, Yudhe Vavhe gave me a dream about it. And I can prove it too, because I wrote to Tom Dunn, and I wrote this whole thing that I said to you to him. And then at the end I said, "Put me on the map for Warren, Essex, Morse, Somerset, and Hunterdon counties in New Jersey. I'll be prayer warrior through those counties, driving through and praying for people, buildings, and things, and animals." And so, yeah. Now today, my neighbor takes me to go pick up the $900 rental car. So I pick it up. Well, anyway, I think that lady at the boot. Sorry, my mind is starting to go off onto a tangent. My neighbor drives me to pick up the rental car. And him and he parks the car, we get out. Now, I saw it coming too. I saw it. Hello, Paul. How are you? I don't know. Uh, I like Marlboro Lights. I guess American Spirit, they have less chemicals in them. So if you're going to smoke, I guess American Spirit has less chemicals. I like them too. Um, so my neighbor was driving me to the Enterprise thing, and all of a sudden, the way into the place, and he's driving around the parking lot, and then the way the buildings looked, and then I see him turn into the one section of the parking lot and park, and I'm looking around at the buildings. I'm looking around at the buildings, and then I notice the name of the buildings. And I get out of the car, and I guess it must have been like shock written all over my face. Not shock, but like my jaw's on the floor. And he looks at me. He's like, "Are you all right, Holly?" I was like, "I had a dream about this um, a while ago. And that building, and I'm not going to say what it is, I'm not giving away where we were, but I was like, that building there, and this building, and that building, um, because of it lined up with the dream. Um, and I had been there a couple of times before. So today was my, like in the dream that I had seen, like I had gone back to the dream a few times. Yud Hey Vav Hey had given it to me. But today in reality, where we were at Enterprise, all the buildings, the parking lot, everything looked exactly the same as the dream Yud Hey Vav Hey gave to me. Now, in the dream, I had been back there a couple of times, which means I'll be back at Enterprise a few more times for rentals. Hey, not sure. It's great to see you. Really good smokes, but they're super expensive. Yes, they are. I vape. Yes, vape. I told Abba I wouldn't smoke cigarettes. I would stay away from cigarettes and I would just only vape because vaping is better for you. It's usually people that don't vape that tell you, "Oh, it's unhealthy. The news told me it's unhealthy." And it's like, well, I'm glad that you listened to the news tell you that it's unhealthy and you didn't find out for yourself. As a matter of fact, no, the second I started vaping and quit cigarettes, I could breathe better, smell, taste better. My anxiety and panic went away. My stomach was calm and just, you sound like a chain smoker. I do. Yeah, I'm not a chain smoker though. I've had asthma and allergies, but I lose my voice a lot. I don't know why. But no, I just vape. Um, it's 4:23. I'm starting to dwindle out and get tired. I took kratom to like perk me up to get me through like this last hour or two of the day, which I have to finish packing and then knock out like a light. I can't wait to lock out like a light. Have a beautiful day at work, Dawn. Um, your spiritual cigars. Yeah, I enjoy smoking, but no, I give up cigarettes. So, what else did I want to say about my dreams? So yeah, right now my dreams are coming true. And like when I have the dreams, there are other people in the dreams and I interact with those people, but it's nothing that stands out to me that would strike me that would be like, "Oh, River, River, you were in my dream and da 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 da." It's that I know I'm interacting with people and I interact with people in the dream, but it like nothing out of the ordinary is happening. You know what I mean? To stand out or to like signal danger or anything like that. Yes. I'm going out to Ohio to see Russ Dizdar and the SIIU team at the training event, Expelling the Darkness. So I'm not going to be a speaker, but I'm going to be working, and I'll be sitting at Coach Dave Daubenmeyer's mission table. Oh, I should have made rice with that. That's all right. I think at this point it's 35 minutes in. Also, too, like I'm tired and my allergies are bad. That doesn't help my voice. But I'm really, really tired. That could be. Because I'm not like, hi, this is Holly, and let's go get him. I'm more like, I'm about to crash. Get out of my dreams and into my car. Yeah, guys, would you mind getting out of my dreams and getting into my car? I'm glad you got into my chat room, but could you come a little bit closer? Please come a little bit closer. 425. I think I'm going to take a ride down to the gas station to see if my friend's there because I got to borrow money now. Otherwise, I can't go. I've got the rental car, I've got the hotel, and I've got no gas and toll money to get there. And I don't have friends and family that I can ask for money. I do have one friend, but I already owe him $1,500 because he had to help me fix my car when I got back from New Jersey. It needed a lot of work. But yeah, I vape. When I made my first covenant to Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey, I promised him to stay away from cigarettes, but I would only limit myself to vaping because it was less risky, less dangerous, and less addicting because it's only nicotine. There's no tar in it. So Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey accepted my covenant, so I really don't care what humans have to say. I also told him I would stay away from doctors, procedures, and prescriptions, and I would only use medicinal marijuana and other things that were alternative. I still need medical assistance and medical help and attention, but I have a right not to have pharmakia, which is sorcery and alchemy. So I promise not to put guys in front of Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey. And by putting a guy in front of Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey, I mean like jumping for the guy when I should have my nose in the Holy Bible, which my nose is in the Holy Bible now. Well, it could be more in the Holy Bible, but you know what I'm saying? Instead of worrying, oh, well, the guy needs this and the guy needs that. And no, Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey is tapping my shoulder. I want to see what's going on with Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey. I want to know if I can do something for him. I want it to be Yeshua always, all the time, number one, my first and only love, my everything, and that's it. And if I were to ever be with a guy, if I were to settle down with a man, I'll tell you right now, that man would have to allow me to keep Yeshua number one. He would always have to know that when I jump up in the morning and rise from my bed, I go straight to Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey first. So that means right to the Bible, right to Holy Bible studies, right into fellowship, right into prayer. And that's my life. And that's what I want my life to be like. I had my life. You know, before my life was like this, I did everything. And you know what? I don't want to do everything. I want to chase after a perfect lamb. You're from the Netherlands, weed capital of the world. No, I don't put my faith in just weed. My faith is what cured me. The marijuana helped. Yeshua HaMashiach cured and healed my cervical cancer, not the weed. I love pancakes, blueberry pancakes. Oh, I want to make homemade French onion soup. Yummy. That's why I was so plump all those other winters, is because I kept eating like chicken noodle soup and onion soup, stuff like that. Who called me? Oh, that's right. He did. Instagram. James. All right. Well, so my dreams are coming true. I'm I think with my dreams coming true, I'm supposed to take away from this that I am on the right track. I am chasing after a perfect lamb. I am by the right people at the right place at the right time. Moa, I love you. It's great to see you. But yeah, that's the biggest thing, guys. Because Yudhe Vavhe has led me away from people. Um, he purposely has led me away from people. And people have purposefully not been in my dreams. Yudhe Vavhe does everything for a reason when it comes to my dreams. Or when someone is in my dream, he will show me one of two things. He will either show me his living light shining through the person. He will show me that they have colors, or he'll show me that they have a bubble. And if they have a bubble, that means they have a covenant with him like I do. Or I'll see your colors, and your colors are your soul. But if a person isn't in Yeshua and Yeshua isn't in him, like the Holy Spirit is not dwelling in the person, then I'll see that person as dark, dark gray, dark. They don't have any light. They don't have any colors. No color. No colors. They don't have colors. They're just dark. My ex was dark. He was never in my dreams. And then when I finally asked Yudhe Vavhe, Yudhe Vavhe showed me something. And I was like, wow, talk about unevenly yoked. I can't live like that. That's misery to me, being unevenly yoked. I can't go out to see my friends in Ohio. I wanted to spend time with them too. Oh, thank you. I am praying back for you both too. Hey, Leno, it's great to see you with muddy colors in the real. Yeah, in the real. Ooh. Abba shows me things. I've met people face to face. I had an incident down in South Carolina where I was there face to face with a person, and Yudhe Vavhe showed me dude, that dude, that's why I use the word dude. I use it as like a curse word. So even though it's not the fuck bomb, I mean F bomb, dude, it's like, I don't know how else worse to put it. If I call you a dude, I'm really telling you off. Um, I forgot what I was saying and I don't want to lose it. In the person, when I saw, what was I thinking when I saw the person? I was face to face with a person, and Yudhe Vavhe had shown me that Yeshua, the Holy Spirit, was not dwelling inside the dude. He showed me the darkness of the dude. He showed me inside this guy's soul, inside his colors. Didn't come out right. You know where colors should be? Okay, so Yudhe Vavhe let me see inside that. He didn't have colors, but he let me see inside that where the darkness was. And I saw that he raped somebody and she had to have an abortion because of it. And I met the victim. But anyway, that's a long, tangled story. But when I met him in person, it was in person, face to face, and Yudhe Vavhe showing me inside this guy's soul. If you call it a soul, I personally wouldn't. There were no colors, but it was all dark. And my body started to shake and tremor. And I told him, you turn this truck around now and you bring me back home, or I will push you out of it, commandeer it, and drive myself home. And you can explain to the cops later why I had to commandeer your truck. So just take me home, Do not stop anywhere. Get me home right now. There's been a couple of times that I was in person and it happened with my ex. I was out in Jersey City and out in Newark. I was in a situation and people came around and I got that. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I'm not safe. What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, Holly, that's a cool dude. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. What's wrong with you? He was nice to you. He said hello. How are you? What's wrong with you that you're like this, Holly? What's wrong that I'm like this? Well, Yud Vav Hey just had his Holy Spirit tap my shoulder and showed me really heinous things that this guy does to young girls doing drugs, and it's really nasty, heinous, disgusting stuff. And it's real dirty, and I don't want to be around a character like that. So that's why the Holy Spirit is showing me what he's showing me, so I can get the hell out of here and not have happen to me what that dude's done to other girls that the Holy Spirit's showing me he's done. Now get me the hell out of here. If you don't want to believe in God and you want to go to your baby Jesus, then you go to your fucking baby Jesus and just get me out of here to where I'm safe. And lose my number while you're at it. I don't want to be unevenly yoked with someone, or worse yet, someone that doesn't believe me, or someone that makes fun of my gifts. Like, I've been through it all. I've been dragged through the mud, even by friendly acquaintances. Even by, like, so I've had it. And people aren't going to like me because there's this one really mean, nasty altar, and I've reintegrated or am reintegrating with her. So when I speak, it will be with confidence and putting my foot down. And when I speak with confidence, people don't like it because they're used to me rolling over, putting my belly up and saying, I'm sorry, my fault, you're right, I'm wrong. Even when I wasn't even around for the situation to occur. So I'm done with those days of taking the blame so everybody else can feel good. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And when I stop, people go, prime example, plastic Christian couple. Holly, you say I'm sorry too much. You always say I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Stop doing that. You know, it shows like a lack of esteem and nervousness. Just don't do that. Okay. So I took their advice. So I stopped saying sorry to everything. Well, I'll tell you, in about 2-3 days, their panties were in a twist. And I even said to them, what's wrong? Well, it just, don't let these things go to your head, Holly. You're letting things go to your head. Oh, because I'm not tiptoeing around you. You have an issue when I have confidence and esteem. Good. Good. Get used to it. Because had I had confidence and esteem at the time, I would have blatantly said, you believe in false doctrine, you're a bunch of bubbleheads, and the picture you sent me, oh yeah, I looked at it, and I got more than what I was bargaining for when I looked at it. Sadly, Yud Vav Hey showed me what's on the inside of you, and I won't call it colors. Hey, Tree, it's good to see you. Tana, how are you? It's good to see you. Excuse my language. You can feel it or sense it. Yes, Nikki, you can feel it and sense it. Absolutely. So, that's just the way it's going to be. I'm going to have esteem. I'm going to have confidence. I've got no ego. But I do need to feel good in being myself, and I haven't done that. And plastic Christians, just anybody, a lot of people, more people than not, have tried to strip that away from me. And I'm not going to let them do it anymore. So look out. All right, 4:39. I got 21 minutes to pack, get money, and go to bed. Oh, I got to eat dinner, though, so I can't forget that. But I really should let you guys go because It's about that time. Yeah, I can feel it like right now, like my head is going. My forehead is just pushing down on top of my eyelids, and my eyelids are getting heavy. I can tell you right now that when I go lay down, all my fuzzy blankets are going to feel so comfortable. And I am turning my cell phone off and my computer off, and nobody is bothering me until my alarm clock. Oh, thank you so, so much. I receive that. I accept that, Rentintin, and I pray back for you. And I'll definitely see you on online. I'm just so excited to be going. Like, this is gonna be so cool. I can't wait. Um, yeah, I took that kratom like an hour ago, and I don't. It took my pain away. I'll tell you. I'm gonna sleep comfortable. Like, I'm gonna sleep comfortable when I go to sleep in 20 minutes. No pain, but oh. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go put myself to bed, and I love you. Wanted to troll you, but you seem like a good, kind hearted woman. Respect. Thanks for not trolling me, Paul. I really appreciate it. I'd much rather you be my friend and come kick back and crack jokes with me and enjoy life with me and have fun and joke around. I'd rather make you my friend than anything else. I got enough people trolling me. I hate to say it, but you might have to pick a number if you do want to troll me, because there's that many in line, and they have field days on me. Like they like send me 3 4 page long letters, and they rip and shred me to pieces. Sometimes I post them up online, but I started taking them down because purposefully they say things to try to trigger me or my alters. But it's also psychological warfare. And when they're shredding me apart, like they like they'll repeat my whole 2 hour video right back to me and rip every word I say apart in the letter. And the sad part is some of these people that are doing it, I shit you not, they got money and they've got fame and they like jet set across the world. And, people pay them thousands of dollars for their Reiki and paganism and psychic healings and all this other bullshit shit. So, you know, the, they got money and they got like a famous celebrity list that comes to them to ask them for psychic readings. But you find these people in my chat room and in my inbox, like slicing my head off, slicing my throat open. Total cutthroat, total nasty, nasty shit. It's pathetic. Steve Cambion did a very nice job exposing some of these people. And I'm really grateful he did because it built up my confidence. And I figured if he can do it, he can stand up to these rotten, mutt, foul humans. So can I. And that's what I did. And I feel better. Right? Thanks, Paul. That finally did happen. It finally did happen. Something clicked. Um, and this was just like, I don't know, 2 3 months ago, after like 4 or 5 years of this, and they tortured me. But something just clicked, and it's like now the tables have turned. I'll just say that. But yeah. Cambion. I'm sorry. I always say his name wrong. Cambion. He's funny. I want to do a spoof with him, but I'll probably get myself in trouble. But I want to watch a bunch of Commanders videos, and I want to go get my black glasses and black leather jacket, and I want to mimic Commander Casball. But see, I love Commander Casball, his fiance. Like, I'm an ally and friend to him. I'd only be doing it in fun. I mean, I seriously look up to Michael Prince James Casball. I want to tell him thank you. I want to talk to him. And whenever he comes back online, I want to take his interview. I want to like formally meet him and talk to him. And then publicly ask him if he'll do a public interview with me. That's it. Yes. I like him. Him and his chat room are nice to me. And considering that we all don't see eye to eye, an ex super soldier. I don't believe what NASA says. But I do appreciate his sense of humor, and I get sick and tired of the UFO and super soldier communities too. So when he goes at it, I'm like, yeah. And I'm one of them. But that's okay. I can laugh at myself. Although, if he ever mimicked me, I'd probably start crying. I'd probably be like, you know what? I don't have a good sense of humor. After all, I'm totally a terrible sport. Yeah, words do hurt. But no, like, if he ever wanted to do a spoof, I'd be like, can I play Casbolt? He's my favorite super soldier. Like, if there was a video game with super soldiers, I'd pick Casbolt's character to play. I really would. After that would be Aaron McCullum, Kieran Lee Perrin, David Marrow. I wouldn't play my character if there was like a video game with super soldiers. I wouldn't play mine. I'd be like, she's gonna lose. Look at her, skin and bones. All right. In 14 minutes, it's gonna be 5 o'clock. I don't feel like packing. I miss my dog already. The second I walked in this house, even the car ride home, I miss her. I walk in the bathroom. She's not bothering me. I miss her. She's my shadow. She follows me around here. And without her following me around, I'm like useless. Like, unless I'm tripping over her, apparently, I'm definitely useless. Oh, that's what I gotta get. Ice. What do I need before I go away, guys? I gotta go. But wait, let me properly say goodbye. Well, I'm gonna go get my money. And then I'm gonna go home and go to bed. So you're about dreams and anti-government. Oh, you could say I'm anti-government. Yeah, they trafficked me. The government and military trafficked me and a bunch of other kids. A cage was my home. In the dumps, deep underground military bases. I do believe that our Creator gives me dreams and visions, but He's been giving them to me ever since I was a young child. And they come true. I'm not like psychic like that. Like, I'll ask Heavenly Abba questions, and sometimes he gives me answers, and sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes I get such bad spiritual attack. I gotta fight just to hear my shepherd's answer. But I spend a lot of time with them. I try to expose child trafficking, satanic ritual abuse. I try to study from Russ Dizdar so I can help people. Like, if you're a victim of child trafficking or MK Ultra or satanic abuse, or if you defected from like a wealthy family or a military family that was doing bad stuff to you, like, I want to have the tools available to help counsel you, like to be your friend, a prayer warrior, not like a formal counselor and therapist, but to have those tools where I can coach you and help you through a hard time. Even if, like, you're a victim of rape or you're coming off of drugs, like, I want to be there to help people. But yeah, I try to draw my dreams. I have a website, hollybaglio.com, but it's kind of buried. But I put up the drawings of my dreams with a description. My autobiography is free. You can download it. If you have problems downloading it, let me know. I'll send it to you. I'm actually going to go back through my autobiography. There were a couple things that I wanted to adjust. And then on a better day when I'm not so tired or anything, I want to do an audio version of my autobiography. I think there's a lot more victims out there, and maybe my testimony can help break them out of the prison they're locked in inside their head, just so they know they're not alone. Like, even the spiritual attacks I fall under, like sleep paralysis, things moving around your house. I mean, him, yes. I'm Susan. I'm sorry, Susan. I should have dropped the link in there. He's a very funny comedian. He gets up there with, like, his props and stuff. Boy, is he funny. I enjoy his channel. Chamos, we give them street justice in the Netherlands. Oh. But yeah, dreams and visions, anti-government. And 7 years ago, I turned my life over to him. So I'm going to rededicate tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So for the past 7 years, I've been trying to turn my life around. When I was a little girl, I'm 46. When I was a little girl, I remember Joseph Mengele. I was, 3, 4, 5 years old. Really, really young. Him and the other programmers tortured us. He wasn't the only programmer I had. I just don't give the names of my other programmers because I fear for my life. I don't want them coming after me. I had enough. And you know what? I'm never going to see them brought to justice anyway. They're not. They are too wealthy. They're too powerful. Way too powerful. So rather than worry about seeing them brought to justice and go after them, I figure why not go after those they victimized and turn the victims into survivors to overcome that trauma and torture. Whatever your background, even if you had, like, a really bad accident and you can't make it back from that accident. I mean, whatever you're surviving from. But yeah, I try to take Russ Dizdar, his training courses and stuff. Like, this is what I'm into. Like, when I go to Expelling the Darkness, we're going to shatterthedarkness.net. We're going to learn, like, when somebody calls you and says, Holly, we have a poltergeist in our house, come get it out. I can get it out. I do that now. Or if somebody is demonically possessed, Ekbalo in Yeshua's name, cast it out of the person. I've seen someone demonically possessed, but I have not seen them go through a freedom deliverance. But I've seen somebody flip their eyes. They just totally flipped from the human to the demon in front of me. But they weren't coming for a freedom deliverance. That's another story for another time. Right now, guys, I'm going to let you go, but, maybe, maybe when, like, in the morning at, like, 3 a.m., when I get on the road, 3, 4. I got to get on the road at 2 a.m. Who am I kidding? Where's my alarm clock? I really don't want to have to do that. No, 1 o'clock. I was thinking that. 1 o'clock. Wait, sorry, 1 o'clock a.m. Right? So if I leave at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll get there at 10, 12, 1. Huh. You know what? That's okay. If I leave at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, yeah, maybe when I'm on the road in the wee hours of the morning, I can, like, run a live stream on YouTube and I'll tell you all my wacky stories. I got a ton of stories. Yeah, oh, it's more than nap time. I'm going down for the count. Like, I'm knocking out to go to sleep. I'm going to throw a couple of things in a pile to pack. I'll worry about packing in the morning. Like, I'll just, yeah. So, yeah, I got to go to sleep the full night, and then get up and drive 7.5 hours to get my friend, and then another 2 hours after that. And then I'll get to the hotel. I'll be able to hopefully sleep for 2 hours, and then I got to be up. And I'm working at the training event, so it starts at 6:30. Yeah, I'll probably have to be there at 5:30. It ends at 9:30, so yeah, I'll probably be there till 10:30. So it's gonna be long. Tomorrow is gonna be very long, and then that's why I purposely only slept 3 hours last night, was so I can come back, take some Dramamine, and knock out now and sleep really well before I get on the road. Saturday is going to be a very long day. On our lunch breaks, I'm going back to the hotel room and going to sleep. So, and then I'm assuming Sunday morning they're going to have like a service or whatever. But I got plans Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. I got plans. And I'm going to take you guys with me for some of those plans. And we're going to have fun. Yeah, I better start popping this now if I want to go to sleep, right? Everybody's like, oh my God, did you see that? Holly's popping pills. Yeah. Guys. You know, come to think of it, when I have bad panic and anxiety attacks, I take Dramamine. I'll take the daytime Dramamine if I have a panic attack during the day. But right now, I'm trying to go to sleep. Sorry for my appearance. I really should work on having a nice appearance, because I understand that sex sells and people would rather look at a pretty face. But I figured since I have a mic to hide behind from, it wouldn't matter anyway what I look like. And I hate that. I hate that you have to look pretty all the time just to, like, get someone's attention. It's like, why can't I just not worry about all that stuff? Like tomorrow, I'm going to be nice. My hair and my makeup. Like over the next few days going to the event, yeah, I'm going to look pretty. But I don't right now. 10 messages. Okay, guys, I better get going because my cell phone's exploding and I'm kind of running late now. Because I got to borrow money, like I said. So I'm going to go rob a bank. Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate that. Because honestly, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I look bad. I don't know, though. Because I got the attention of a pretty hot guy in town. I don't know what I'm going to do with that attention, but, you know, I got it. Hey, Brooke, it's good to see you. I love you, sweetie pie. I will let Coach Dave know and Rustisdar know you send your love. If you need me, Brooke, please hit me up on WhatsApp, okay? I'm going to sign out. And when I get back from the training event, we'll have to put together another podcast. But anyway, I hope that you have a very beautiful day. Everybody have a beautiful day. And I will probably see you in like 8 hours. I'll probably run a live stream a little bit. So, because I got a 7.5 hour ride. I have to entertain myself somehow. So I'm just going to come talk to you. And no, I'm not going to let you guys face the road to see where I am on the road. Because what if somebody's trying to track me or trace me? I don't want you to know which way I'm going. Or where I am while I'm going. All right. I love you guys. I shall see you later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, and remember, you guys are coming with me on this event. I will, Brooke. I love you so much. Definitely. Definitely. All right, guys. I love you. Yeah, you could tell I can just see my brain waves going like I'm done. I'm down for the count. I'm knocking out like a light. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you soon.